So one time I, I came here and I looked over there and I saw this fish, and it was trying to swim upstream against the dam down there. I sit down there sometimes. So I'm looking at this fish trying to swim upstream against that. I mean, people do fish in here and catch stuff, but I just thought it was funny. You know, it's not a real stream, it's a dam. And there was this fish, like I felt, trying to swim against the stream of current, like the salmon, only this is man-made. And it got me to thinking about our perception. Oh my gosh, our perception is so funny, you know, because we can trick ourselves in so many different ways. Take inner reflection. I'm looking at my root chakra on my journey, in and out, in and out, in and out, and you're wondering how come there's no total resolution. But I guess there's supposed to be, like, everything is tied to something else. So inner strength, or my yellow chakra, my power center, tied to issues in the red chakra, you know, at the root base, you know, and my willingness to want to clean that out. So now you're looking at orange and my intent. So you're looking at green in the heart. So I started to see how this was happening, how it's a juggernaut, how one thing, one issue ties into another issue. And if you're looking at the colors and you know about the tree of life or the chakra system, you see how, you know, this is a whole system of thinking, or certain things that you may have to go back and clean out once you go back and look at it. So I started to learn this stuff. So I came across some material. People talk about twin flames all the time. And I remember when I first met my husband and the decisions that I made. You talk about love bites. You talk about perception. This is why I'm trying to show you how our minds can trick us. It's all about perception and reflection and intent. Is my intent to truly be honest with self? Then if it's yes, I've got to go back and see how I make these decisions and how I'm accountable for them in one way or another. So I can say love bites and only pay attention to the aspects of where you're getting the negative side, and you're, you know, we are the victims, you know, to this force of energy that we have no control over. And then when you look at twin flames, you see the flip side of that. The aspect of the true flame is to show you, to point out things in the life, to strengthen you. It doesn't mean that that person is going to be fluffy rainbows and hearts and stuff like that. That twin flame, the other aspect of it, the true nature, is to show you who you are and help you develop yourself. And many times that's a kick in the butt. Like when you're going through the tree of life and you some people ask the deities there to help them and their way up the tree. You know, and people go as far as to do rituals and things like that. I'm born into it and was just trying to understand it, trying to understand what was already going on with me and turn it inside out. It was my survival technique, so I didn't have to call anything to me. I just had to deal with what was already there so that I could survive. So, years ago, while I was in the process of trying to figure out why I was so I don't want to use the word crazy, but I used to like to inflict pain on myself. Self-defeating. That's why was I so self-defeating. I bought a lot of programming. I bought the religious programming. I bought the social programming. I had no idea that in other cultures, people like us were considered special, that they were valuable, listened to, sought after for advice even, had contributions that we've already contributed, and that we're just back, that it's okay to pay attention to those aspects of self that are waking up. So in not knowing this, caught up in the matrix like many of us, I got real lost. And when I was trying to find my way back on a more shallow level, I would say, I was just on a more surface level. It was still spiritual. I just wanted to find a way to be a good person. What my interpretation was, to be honest, to be truthful, to really feel and hear, not just say it, because I grew up with people saying it and not being it. So back to the reflection, right, of how we need not fool ourselves and how we need to let our intent truly guide us. Love bites, twin flames. What was I looking for in this juggernaut, huh? So, at the end of the day, we realize when we've done the work that beautiful reflection has a real sharp edge to it, don't it? That the perception of the love bite is also the one that you're supposed to, the twin flame, okay? That the person being victimized is also the vamp, huh? What did you cosign? What are we cosigning? What are we living for? What pacts have we made? Why did we make them? Was it so that we could take the easy way out and just get 3 hots in a cot? So that we buy these constructs, right? Of what it is to be female, what it is to be male, what it is to be rich, what it is to be poor, what is it to be a Christian, a Buddhist, a guru, or whatever. We buy them because they're pre-selected packages. We don't have to do the work there because it's all outlined. You don't have to do too much research if somebody already planned it out for you. What if something tells you you can't breathe until you figure it out for yourself? You can't move. This is just not happening until you truly look. You cannot pass go. It's at that time that no matter what you were afraid of, oh yeah, you're going to do it. Or you're not going to do it. If you don't do it, I wouldn't be messing around in there. I mean, you shouldn't even have started out on this journey if you were planning on messing around and lying about who we really are inside. I guess it doesn't have to be easy, but I always wanted easy when I was younger. But I didn't realize I was buying my way out of my own decisions, out of my own right to be me. That I was building this big wall, that I was reinforcing what they wanted for us not to know who we are and to hide behind their interpretations of us. And in that cosign, when we cosign those things, we think we're buying the easy way out, and we can hide behind the lie that we're not responsible, that we just don't know, but we feel it in here, and the results show up in our lives. Shows up in sickness, in arguments, in relationships, and the distance that we have between one another, and the judgments, the quality of friendships. And we can either keep feeding the machine that loves to see us sweat. I mean, all that grief, right? And who's doing it? Who's doing it? Who's doing it? Who's doing it? Who made the decision? Huh? We're doing it. We are doing it. But it's okay to admit that we're doing it. And see, I know that now. Yes, I did it. I made that messed up decision. I did it. And now I can not do it anymore. And now the truth, oh my gosh, the power of that truth, the real reflection, it's painful. I'm still doing the work on that. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my gosh. Y'all see me. So those of you can really see. Oh, how far we've come. And I get to share this. And I know it has a truth vibration on it. That's kick butt. And for that, with everything that I've been through, oh yeah, I'm truly grateful. So take what you need and leave the rest. So as I was going through the root chakra, trying to clear up a lot of my female or chakra, like my childhood issues and stuff. And I don't want to dwell here. I've been so therapied out throughout my life, like, who wants to dwell here, right? I'm trying to rise. This is the ascension process. I found myself in a juggernaut, realizing that I was looking for security. I had bought the program, and it wasn't my fault, but now I knew that I had bought the program of what a woman is supposed to be like in society and what I'm supposed to want for myself. Basically, it was what everyone else wanted for me. When you look at religion and when you look at social structures, you know, um, what is it to be female in our society? And what are the limitations in any society when it comes to how you want to express yourself or your resources? The extent of your resources has a lot to do with that. So anyway, I find myself married in a relationship, angry, and I could no longer point my finger at him and be a victim. Why? Because I realized through doing that work, through doing those steps, through doing that internal reflection, when I was looking at other women and the choices they were making and their lives and looking at myself and looking at my own family history, I had to see if my intent was truly to be honest and to grow. I had to see how I was making the choices to choose this. And so, yes, I saw my twin flame. I saw my reflection. I saw all my weaknesses being carried by this other individual who could prey off of it, because those were his weaknesses, was to prey off of those things. I saw how we were vamping each other. I saw how I now no longer had to co-sign that relationship. I saw how I had a lot of freaking work to do and still do. And so say we all. I saw how I had these holes in me. And I wanted so much to heal them, to truly heal them, not to gloss over it and blame somebody and say, it's you, it's just society. I want to own myself, to truly have that strength that the red, you know what I'm saying, gives you, that the orange gives you, that the yellow gives you, right? That the green, that the heart gives you. That the blue gives you to communicate. And the inner reflection. See, the mirror is when my intent is to truly be honest with you and allow myself to be the mirror. Oh boy, that mirror is ugly sometimes. Ever not want to look in there? To be the water reflection and flow with it, not get stuck in it. You know what I'm saying? Let it get cleaned out, like surgery. Gotta really want to go in deep and see how, man, I have so many issues, but don't take it personal. We need not take it personal. This wasn't us. This was the programming, and admitting it is what is cleaning it out. You know, purple, fuchsia. Get happy with it. You know, get loving with it. Allow ourselves to go through this divorce of the marriages, of the cosigns that we did. Like truly allow ourselves to heal on a micro, macro level. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just relationships in our homes, it's in our heart, and it's cosmic when we go through those chakras, when we climb up the tree of life, when we look at the numerology. My casa, su casa. You're helping me to help you. You help me to help me. Like, the more you jump out there and show yourself, and I see things, and you accept me and my inner reflection, the more I'm able to give it to you. So it's like a... So I just wanted to keep congratulating my brothers and sisters out there on the work that you're doing. You know, I truly believe that because when you're in this space, you see how all this is an illusion. I can close my eyes and I can be with you if we're reflecting on the same things, if we're motivated for a singular purpose, you know, if we're truly trying to better ourselves so that your children are not going to run into a butthole, you know, so that my children won't. I'm hoping that you're doing the work. That way we can truly have a better future. Not for somebody else to do it, but for us to finally get to a space where we learn how to do it. And it's a frustrating process, but I'm glad that I'm vulnerable and I'm sitting in this place doing it. It's not easy. And so I just wanted to say much love to you. Thank you. And looking forward to sharing more introspection. REGFNHOWARD at the dam. Much love to you. Have a good day. Siren Buddha Medicine.